Thank you for returning. So we're going to ask the question now, what do I really need to know about my spirit of my father, and in relationship to me, my life? And this is a continuation of, we said the question in the beginning of who is my mother spiritually. Now it's who is my spirit father. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So they want to start out with these cards. So we're going to do the Celtic Cross again. Okay, interesting. So these are the Tarot Z cards, which is an interesting choice for anything. Really, they are, yeah. Okay. Okay. Whew. Oh, Seven of Swords. Okay. Two of Cups. Oh, 10 of Coins. 5 of Cups. 6 of Coins. King of Swords. Then we're going to clarify with the King of Cups, the Temperance card, the High Priestess, and what is this? Must be Knight of Swords. Okay. Knight. It's the Knight helmet. Okay. Wow. This is interesting. The underlying cards of the deck are the World card, the Hermit, and the Two of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So thank you for participating while I read these cards. So, the energy of your dad is very dark. These cards, however, are showing a different story of that. And so it's really to illustrate that how you felt about him may have originally been a little bit darker. And that is the underlying energy of the Seven of Swords being very sneaky, is the way that I say that. So it is, that's just kind of what I would say, is leaving the truth behind, and staying in darker energy. And so he was, literally leaving his angelic self behind and being in a darker energy because of this life, number one, and the karmic cycles that he has been in. Okay, so it is to understand that the underlying energy here, the basis of who he is an energy of not being in his true self and being in a much darker version of himself. Okay. So the crossing energy here, though, with that is the Two of Cups. And this is, and these cards illustrate this in a very, very unique way. It is two people joining together. So you can see she's kind of leaning on him, and he can't hug her, but he is kind of resting his chin on her head. So it's two people really coming together in interest in this particular case. So it's not really a union, so to speak, but an interest of working through the lessons with your mother. So they want to clarify this Two of Cups crossing energy here with some different cards. So, the pretty cards? We can use the pretty cards? That's fantastic. Okay. So let's clarify the Two of Cups here energy as far as the crossing energy with your dad, because it's a very interesting to have a Seven of Swords crossed here with a Two of Cups, I find. Okay. So what do we... Okay. Alrighty. Prince of much prettier cards. We needed a little dose of color here on the table. So the underlying energy here is Prince of Wands, and it looks a lot better. So here we're talking about it is helping you with what it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? And so it's really in this case, he's showing up as a brilliant, probably more in his angelic form of showing up to help you with what it was that you wanted to accomplish, right? When you choose your parents, and you do, it is knowing that he would be able to help you from near and far. So it is him showing up here, to help you with what it is that you needed to do. Interesting. Okay. Then we have the Five of Cups and the World and the Five of Wands. Ugh. Okay. So it's showing that he was showing up to help you. I see it as him being an angel and you being the unicorn, really, and the lion being your spirit animal. And there's rainbows in this card. So this Two of Cups is really showing that he's showing up for you to help you with what it is that you want to accomplish. And here we have the completion card. So we have a major arcana as far as transition, right? So the Five of Cups being sorrow, meaning letting go of all of that Five of Cups energy, right? And so we have the Five of Cups here again, and it showed up in the mother energy in the exact same place with a very different card. And so he's helping you through the energies of the Five of Cups, which is really crying over what the choice was that you made in this life and the choices that were going on. And I would say releasing all of the energies of your cups in order to have the rainbow. And that is the energy of completion. It is completing the task of releasing all of the things that you didn't really want and you didn't really like, and recognizing the choices that you made, helping you to correct the choice, I would say, as well, and being there for you as much as he could. This Five of Wands card also, these cards are very powerful and colorful. And so the Five of Wands traditionally is conflict, right? And it's a need to uncross it. And so here we're kind of illustrating the uncrossing of the energy of these spilled cups, right? And not loving the choices here that you had given to you as well, and letting go of everything in order to experience a completion of the cycles both within you and within the mother. And so it is helping you with this energy of conflict and releasing the energy of conflict with this mother. Right? And so it is letting go of all of those crossed energies and promises, really. It is also an energy of something that you promise to another, helping you to fulfill that would be ultimately what he was here helping you do. That's fantastic. Okay. So that's just clarifying the underlying energies of the father helping you complete this cycle that you agreed to with this mother. Whew. Okay. So the underlying energies here, then the 10 of Pentacles. Like, the 10 of Pentacles should be a stability card, but this is the Tarot Z. So it's like he was there helping you. And it is recognizing that you're working on balancing the energies within yourself. And so he is there to help you the best that he can in the form that he is, bring balance to your mother in your relationship and what needs to be healed, and to kind of just stabilize her effect on you by taking a lot of those energies on himself. And he's still doing that. You may have noticed that there was a period of time where he wasn't necessarily as present, and that he resurfaced in some form or another, showing up again when you needed him, when you had started on this awakening, when you had started on that complete release energy, right? When you had completely had the death card going on, that he showed up again in order to help you stabilize these energies with that mother. Holy mother. Okay. Then we have the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups, again, is the energies of the past are not loving the choices. And we had here, right, clarifying that that's what he's helping you with. That you definitely didn't love the choices that he made. And not recognizing that the choices that he made actually made it possible for you to move on and be in a brighter way in so many different ways. They don't really want to clarify all of those, just to know that the darker energy that he was in meant the lighter your life actually was. Okay. Then we have the 6 of Coins. So this is the crowning energy here, the 6 of Pentacles, if you will. And this is a need to balance energy between a group of people. So the overarching energy is that he was a balancing force. He was someone who came in with the intention to not really look at these things, right? You can see he's not really looking at them. The balancing scales, though, are, you can see his shoulders and his arm is actually twisted. So you can see the 6 of Pentacles here is he is a balancing energy. Whether or not you recognized it, he was actually a balancing energy in your heart, in your mind, and in your life. it would have been way easier for you to forgive him than her. What you're going to notice, though, as we move forward and what is coming, is his King of Swords energy. And so he was in a very dark space. He was in a very dark energy because of what it is that he agreed to in this life. The things that he had going on allowed you to be the one who rose triumphant. And so he is ready now. He is in a greater sense of truth and understanding about who you are now. And he's simply respecting that and respecting who you are, your boundaries, in a way that may be rather distant and aloof, but that's still him playing a role because he's recognizing the energetic connection is not one that you may really want, because he is here shouldering the brunt of things with your mother. Okay, so let's clarify what's going on here. So we had the King of Swords, which is the truth, and him being there again, right? And shouldering the truth about the love situation, helping you to bring that to fruition. And we have now the King of Cups. So ultimately, we're showing this to you in the energy of the Tarot Z. So it is someone who is actually able to give emotionally and lovingly towards you. You just didn't actually notice it because it was all happening in what he was sacrificing for you. And so his King of Cups energy here, you can see he's actually got blood, like as I would see it, on his neck, but he's holding a cup over his heart. And I would symbolize this with the Two of Cups as well, right? So it is a very loving energy that he is in towards you. Okay. Whew. And then we have the Temperance card. And that is simply allowing you to find balance and come into alignment by taking on the brunt force of the devil energy from your mom. Then we have the High Priestess card because ultimately he recognizes who you are, who you can become, and what you can do. And so it is also recognizing his alignment with wisdom and understanding and able to bring that now to your mother in a way that you're not willing to anymore. Okay. So the answer to the question, the answer is the Knight of Swords. And he is a man who is allowing you to bring forth the aspects of yourself that you truly desire. And you can see he is actually holding a knife, and I would say it looks like molten, and he's kind of in a shadow energy here. So who is he other than someone who helps you to reveal the truth energetically about your life? And so I would say it doesn't need to be brought out any other way other than the understanding of who he is for you, being someone who allows you to recognize the truth within yourself and about the situations around you. Okay. So the bottom of the deck, the underlying energies here are the World card. He is allowing you to complete the cycle. And we have another major arcana, and that is the Hermit and the Two of Swords. And so it is energetically understanding. The Hermit is a need to go within, right? And reflecting on what has happened. So he allowed you to energetically release what you needed to from within. You were able to recognize that and move forward in a positive direction, right? So it is that he is allowing you to take the time that you needed to reconstruct yourself, but that ultimately we have the Two of Swords again, and this showed up in the same energy for the Mother, that he is blocking the energies from your mother now and taking those on himself. So this is a little bit of a shorter reading, so I guess we could have added it at the end of the Mother. We'll see. And it's really just to help you understand that sometimes at a spiritual level, you may not originally understand who someone is. Eventually, though, you can, if you choose to, take the Hermit route to go within, to release things in order to move things forward in your life. That's it. Thank you so much. I hope you appreciated this and all that it had to offer. That's all. Thank you.